key is determined, the 1 byte code is generated, making a make code. When the row for pressed key is determined, it means the key is detected, then 1 byte code for that key is generated, which is called a make code. As soon as the key is released, the break code is generated in same manner, and break code is generally 128 plus make code for a key. Because make code is unique for each key, then break code is also unique by adding 128 plus make code for a key. And finally, the scan code is converted into ASCII code, and then it is given as input to the computer. This is the block diagram of keyboard controller. Here main system is there, then system data bus, and processor is there. Are input and output, and the main parts are processor, ROM, RAM, then input buffer, output buffer, and status register. And now we will discuss each block one by one. The keyboard controller, it is a single chip microcomputer. Intel 8042 and 8048 are keyboard controller ICs, and it consists of three main parts. These are processor, RAM, and ROM. The main parts of controller are the processor, then random access memory, and read-only memory. The processor converts row and column signal into scan codes and stores into output buffer. The row and column signal which detects which key is pressed, these are converted into scan code with the help of processor, and it stores into output buffer. The output buffer has status register and input buffer register. The status register is 8-bit read-write register. It is known as control register, and it contains status of keyboard controller and interface status. Then input buffer register, it is 8-bit write-only register. It uses two I/O ports, which are 60H and 64H, and 64H port is used for data byte and 64H port is used for command byte. So this is the basic functions of input buffer register. The main function, it is write only register, and two I/O ports are there. It is very important that 60H is used for data byte and 64H is used for command byte here. ROM, read only memory, it contains a program used to control different operations of the keyboard. In the controlling programs for keyboard operation are stored in the read only memory of keyboard controller. So this was about the main input device of computer, that is keyboard. Now we will discuss in the remaining time about the other input device, which is known as mouse. Nowadays it is also a essential device of today's computer. This is the diagram of mouse. We all are very familiar, because when we start the computer, then for providing the input, we keep mouse in one hand and enter data with the help of keyboard by the we use both hand, and almost right hand is used for mouse for giving directions and for certain operation. Then we will discuss about this input device in the remaining time. The mouse is another input device in field of computers, and it is used for graphical user interface. Uh, because keyboard is used for entering numeric data, alphabetic data, and other functions or other written data, and mouse is used for graphical user interface. We can locate any location with the help of locate any position with the help of mouse on the screen where a data is to be placed, where a data is to be given, where data input is to be given, where a numeric is to be written, where an alphabet is to be written, where certain function is to be done. This all is located or is pointed with the help of mouse cursor, and we then enter the data with the help of keyboard. So these both input devices, keyboard and mouse, are nowadays complementary of each other. There is we can imagine it is very difficult to operate the computer nowadays without mouse or without keyboard. We can't operate the keyboard as a computer without mouse very easily with the help of only keyboard, or with the help of only mouse we can't operate the computer. So both keyboard and mouse are nowadays very important and essential input devices of a computer system. The advantage of mouse, its ease of use. The mouse is very easy to use for feeding the graphical data and pointing to a location with a pointer and cursor, whereas keyboard is used to feed the text input. The mouse is also combined with keyboard to select location. So as I have already discussed that these two devices are complementary to each other. So same is written in this slide, that mouse is used for feeding the graphical data and pointing to a location with a pointer and cursor, whereas keyboard is used to feed the text input. The types of mouse are: the basic mouse first of all was mechanical mouse, which is traditional type mouse, and it is palm size, which is very easily come in the hand, in the palm of an human being. So it is palm size plastic housing containing 2 or 3 buttons. Left button is used to enter and right button is used for selection, that which function is to be done, there is a list comes when we press the right button, and we can select or enter by using the left button. So this due to its shape of like a rat or mouse, this kind of device is known as mouse. The back side of mechanical mouse contains a small ball on which the mouse rolls, and when mouse rolls across a flat surface, the screen cursor moves in the direction of mouse movement, and with the click on button the location can be selected. Here in case of mechanical mouse, the main part is the small ball and the rollers with the help of which the mouse rolls over. And when the mouse is rolled across a flat surface, the screen cursor moves in the direction of mouse movement, and by clicking or with the click on button the location can be selected. By right click, as I have already discussed, a list comes for various operation, and with the help of left click the operation can be selected or entered with the help of this kind of mechanical mouse. Next was the opto-mechanical mouse. It is similar arrangement of rollers and disc as in mechanical mouse and infrared source of light on one side. One LED or infrared diode which was infrared source of light was placed on one side and optical sensor on the other side. The flashes of light passing through holes is detected by sensors to find the distance of movement of mouse on each axis. So, this is the basic working how optomechanical mouse works. The flashes of light passing through holes is detected by sensors to find the distance of movement of mouse on each axis. So, this is the difference, because here as well as with the along with the mechanical arrangement, the light arrangement with the help of LED and optical sensor is also there. So, flashes of light find the distance of movement of mouse. Next is nowadays, which is very widely used, is optical mouse. In optical mouse, a light source and photo detector is used with special mouse pad. When mouse moves on pad, the light gets reflected from pad and is detected by photo detector, and which is finally converted into required action. In this kind of mouse, instead of ball and roller, there is a light source and photo detector is there, and special mouse pad is used for this, and by movement of this kind of optical mouse on the pad, the light gets reflected from pad and then it is detected by the light detector, which is finally converted into the required action needed. And at the last, nowadays wireless mouses and keyboards are in very much use. At every location with many computers, we see wireless mouses and wireless keyboards, which are very easy to use. We don't have to go from one place to another place, or a person has not to come to the table where the wired mouse or wire keyboards are placed. The wireless mouse and wireless keyboard are given to a person sitting in the range of that mouses and keyboards with the computer, and the person sitting on different location can interact or can get the data entry with the computers very easily. And these wireless mouses and keyboards are similar to other keyboards and mouses, but these contain a transmitter and receiver with the required antenna to communicate without wires. They can be infrared transmitter and receiver, or because in a small range, because we have to read the screen also, nowadays only infrared transmitter and receiver wireless mouses and keyboards are in use. For large communication, other large range transmitter and receivers can also be used to communicate without wires. So, with the advancement of technology, these kinds of advancement in keyboards and mouses are very much, because computers are also advanced. So, input devices are also advanced from basic to 2 days time in a very short duration. So, today I have tried to discuss about various kind of keyboard, from basic keyboard to modern keyboards, their processor, their process to find which how the pressed key is located, and then it is converted into the signal hex code and then given to the computer. Various kind of mouses also. So I thank you all for the patient hearing.